Some things are not easily changed, Leo, and the aspects of Uranus and Pluto, 9th house, 6th house. This has to do with your morals, your ethics, your way of doing things in your workplace. So this is a focus right now. It's November 2013. I'm Dadhichi from astrology.com.au, looking at your horoscope and letting you know that because of this particularly difficult aspect, you may be powerless to do anything about it. Now that's going to get up your nose because you're the sort of person that likes to dynamically take control of things. That could affect you adversely in terms of your inner happiness. You have the Sun, your ruler, Mercury, and Saturn in the 4th house right now. And a new moon having just occurred here now indicates a new appraisal of yourself and how you're handling these things that you can't control anymore. I'm not sure whether I mentioned it to you, but when you've got Pluto in this 6th house of workplace activities, you could find yourself dominated by people who want a power trip. That becomes difficult, especially if those people are in a position of authority and you've got no way of dealing with that. So for some of you, it could start to bring you down. And right now you do have the retrograde Mercury in this 4th sector, having just almost made contact with the planet Saturn, planet which rules your 7th and 6th house. Again, this whole area related to relationships with people, particularly those that you work with, and might I add, enemies. So the one saving grace is that the aspect of Jupiter from your 12th house is the hidden part of your horoscope. There may be someone, a well-wisher, someone you'd least expect, who can come to the rescue right now and give you a new perspective on all of this. Maybe on one of them. I hope this is going to give you a bit more confidence to step back and understand that resistance is the biggest source of pain. And if you can't just let go graciously, then you're in for a bit of a rough ride here. Let's look at some of these important dates after the 5th, because today it's the 5th. We need to take a look at, for example, the movement of Venus. Now, Venus enters into your 6th house today. So that usually shows us that an element of service is required, an element of humility. And mind you, having that Pluto there in the 6th sector is a particularly powerful one. I'm just trying to look here at the date that takes place. It is a strong one there that is a revolutionary shift. That may not happen straight away, but we do see that that's going to be building up over this next month, starting from right now the 5th, as Venus enters into this 6th house. Whereas that I am taking a look for it. It may not actually happen this month. It is happening around the 16th. So this period from the 5th to the 16th, Leo, very powerful. And you're going to have to really think on your feet during this cycle. Things could be, the ground could be moving underneath your feet in ways that you don't like. There could be hidden agendas that you're not quite sure how to deal with. And so, Darwin said, survival of the fittest. And when your environment changes, this is the perfect time for you. If you approach this with a positive attitude, it's the perfect time for you to really come up with creative ways of dealing with these people. Not head-on, not confrontational, but you need to work behind the scenes to somehow gazump them. And so that's important. 5th till the 16th, we see a very nice aspect from Mars to Jupiter. These are two of your most favourable planets, along with the Sun, the ruler, happening around the 20th, the exact aspects there, giving you a lot more confidence and energy. And for you, this has a lot to do with the 2nd and 12th house, your finances and your expenditures. But if we continue along the thread that I've just been following here, the hidden enemies, the people that are trying to undermine you right now, it's at this time, I think, around the 20th, that your spirit of enterprise and creativity and your sheer enthusiasm can outshine any of these competitors in a way that could really take them by surprise. Because, you know, people, if they're really out for a stoush, they'll want to fight back. And if you don't give them that, then that's a little disappointing to them. But that's a point for you. Venus transits the part of the heavens, which is a 60-degree aspect to Saturn, and that's the 6th house to the 4th house. There we can see some problems that may occur relating to maybe older members of the family, someone that's not well. You may need to look after them. And that could also be accentuated by the square aspect of Sun to Neptune. This has to do with authority figures who may not be well, or again, a continuation of that first theme, people that are not really dealing with you in a straight way. So it can be confusing as to know how to deal with that. You know, the old saying, if in doubt, leave it out, or silence is golden. No one can compete with you if you don't speak. You know, if you just play the listening game in the last part of this month, I think that's going to hold you in good stead. 28th is actually quite good to communicate those ideas a little bit better than the earlier part of the month. And that happens on the 28th. Again, 4th house, 12th house. This is the time when I start to see you, getting back on top of things. Do join me again next month here. We'll have more on your Leo star sign. But in the meantime, join me at astrology.com.au for more detailed analysis on this month of November and daily readings as well. Take care now. Bye-bye.